Oh, mi screen, eh? Mi screen, it disappeared. Yeah, but it goes back on. What's going on? Hey, YouTube. Alright, a couple days ago, I wanted to do another one of those, Q&A things, right? But except, I wanted to make it a little more different, okay? So I went on my Instagram, and I created something called Let's Play Therapist. I wanted the contributors to share, their personal problems so I can make an attempt to dissect the problem and possibly create like a solution. This is all to like practice, like my little thinking skills or whatever, I don't know, man. And of course, they could do this either anonymously or they could like share their name. And I really thought it could be like a pretty fun video to make, solve all of our problems. Except there was only 3 responses, okay? Responses. But alas, I did get 1 genuine response. 1 was actually all I needed, to be honest, because like now I got a whole video to make. So why don't we just go ahead and read that now. Like many, I wonder if I think too much about what will be rather than taking what it is now. And that was written by Panda. Now Panda, I think you made a very good question. Not only was this the only good question, but this is something that we all face, as a whole, at such a young age. It's one of those things that is so apparent in our lives, yet we don't really take the time to really dig deep on like why we have these types of feelings. A lot of the times when we look too far into the future, we often stress, right? We naturally stress to new situations or uncertain events, and it often feels complicated to dissect because we don't really know what's going on. We often try to pick and pocket certain futures and possibilities that best fit our scenarios, but in the end, we always revert back to the worst possibility ever. You could identify these in your everyday lives, like for example, asking out a girl or boy, trying to anticipate whether if they're gonna say yes or not, or sharing a personal project with other people, all that stuff. And when you really think about it, we stress about these chances, yeah? But guess what? These chances do not exist when you sit and ponder, okay? You create these chances by doing. This video is the exact replica of what I'm talking about. I'll admit, this video is actually kind of late, and to be honest, it's because this video actually almost never came out. And the reason it was like that was because I was worried that no one was going to be interested in like taking part. I thought that attempting to connect with the viewer at like a little more deeper level was kind of stupid because of how small I am right now. And I almost let that just not make this video. I almost let my insecurities take over, but guess what, baby? Your boy did it anyway. No matter what the outcome was, I still thought it was a pretty good idea to share something like that. So then I went ahead and did it, and I posted it, okay? I still only got 3 responses, but that's okay, okay? It's totally okay because Panda, you gave me an opportunity to share my ideas to the world. An opportunity to really show off what kind of ideas that I have in this noggin over here. You gave me 1 chance, and that 1 chance was all I needed to move forward. And that should really hit you. We worry about many chances, yet we're only looking for 1. Just 1. And most of the time, these chances don't even exist. So why are you even stressing about nothing, okay? You should fucking snatch your forehead, bro. But life is simple in the most complicated way ever. We easily map out the general direction on how we want something, but we don't consider all the intangibles that hinder us from moving forward, i.e. judgment, bad habits, self-confidence, those things. But just like I said earlier, these chances do not come out of thin air. We create these chances, yet we're worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. We can't control the future, so why are we worrying about things that we cannot control? A lot of this just has to do with how we perceive things. How do we know something will happen if it never happened yet? You'll never know unless you try. Uncertainties are still uncertainties. Life is about finding and creating chances. It's like a whole big gamble. These chances either open up for you or they'll set you back. The main thing is that you take it and you keep rolling. You keep rolling until eventually you'll reach the end. Like a board game. And just like what everybody says, time never stops for anyone. I know I said something in the last video about how we have a lot of time with our lives, and that just try to get what I'm saying here, okay? Try and listen before you say something or you think something. You don't want to sit there, wait, and think to yourself that, oh, I'm just gonna wait until this is gonna come to me. When it comes to you and you never take it, I know a lot of you motherfuckers out there are just gonna keep thinking like, oh, it'll either happen again or I just lucked out. You know, you're just creating excuses for yourself to not do anything about it. Panda's act in question was the literal star of the show, because their question was the literal culmination of the making of this video and what I'm talking about. Oh well, the talking about was quite literal because Panda was the one who asked that, but you get the point. I made this YouTube channel to share my thoughts and my ideas to the world, and I'm so freaking small right now. I'm literally just any regular person sharing things with as much uncertainty as any other person, but I'm never gonna let that stop me from making the videos that I want to make. I'm never gonna stop believing, because I have this vision with what I'm doing right now, and I'm gonna stop at nothing to keep going forward. And that is one of the true essence of believing in yourself, because we like to overlook things a lot. We like to create excuses that give off the illusion that it was out of our control, when in reality we had as every bit of control with ourselves as anybody person with their own body. And if you still feel lost, just keep watching me. Not only because I want the views and all of that, but I want you to watch me grow. Allow me to be an example of the common person who never stops moving forward until they get to where they want to be, because nothing is worse than stressing about what ifs and looking in the past and saying, I could have done more. Panda, whoever you are, I want to say thank you for giving me such a good question and really creating the video. I really would have never made this video without that. But yeah, this concludes the video. I hope my ideas were articulate enough for you and that you could understand it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.